Hello, SimTheWorld here, jumping back into our cooking simulator series. Here we are with day 6. Alright, so we have the food critic coming in. We are in the preparation phase. If you recall, we're leaving the soup on the stove. I also want to go ahead and try to get some that soup together. The duck broth. That's it. Yeah, we want to have that ready to go. Try to use this preparation phase in our favor. And let's jump over, double check. We got 10 grams of salt, 10 grams of pepper, 2 duck breasts, a carrot, and an onion. We throw that all in and let that go. So it might seem like I am running around a little bit, and that is because normally I wouldn't do this. I told you guys I wasn't going to when we started the series, but I went and actually did day 6 already. I've played through, gave it a shot, and boy, did I have a tough time. So I wanted to try and make sure that the video is just tough to watch. I didn't even want to edit it. I got done recording and was like, I can't put you guys through this. It wasn't fun. It was just a hectic mess. And I just didn't feel good about it. So that's kind of what I was concerned about. I also want to have a few things ready just in case we need it today. Go ahead and I don't know if we'll need the trout. I want to have this handy. So I think these jobs, the orders that come in are random. So if the trout ever comes in, we'll have it ready to go. And black pepper. We already have the tomato soup, so we don't have to worry about that. I'm just going to leave you. We don't have an extra cutting board. So off time, how's this doing? The onion's almost done. The carrots got a little bit to go. Let's go ahead and cut up a potato just in case we need that. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. Today is the day that this turns into a real restaurant. And that is why I was not ready for that whatsoever. Oops, should hold shift. It's alright, we got... Did that cut? Yeah, that cut, good. So if we need the pork chop, we'll be ready with that. I actually want another cutting board too. Yeah, that's cheap. We'll be ready to cut anything else up. The potatoes are ready to go. I think. Alright, so everything's cooked. Duck breast is cooked. I actually do want to slice this up. Well, that goes. So this gets sliced into ooh, that wasn't a good slice. We'll pick through. See which pieces are the best. Alright, we are almost ready to go. And that's preparation phase, so we're jumping right in. Let's take our first order. This I'm a little... So our first order is the baked trout. Luckily we already have that ready to go. I'm not going to waste your time. I'm going to cook this real quick. And away we go. And our trout is ready to go. Deliver that. As an easy way to start. Not too worried. We had 6 minutes to go. I actually could have used that time for other things if I needed it. But I feel pretty good. Yeah, that's perfect. We're well ahead of our fame points. We've got the food critic now. Let's see what he wants. He wants the pork chop. This has been the bane of our existence. This is actually why we got those potatoes ready to go. Go ahead and where's my salt? I didn't get a chance to salt these yet. 4, 5, 6. There we go. Let's get these on the baking sheet. Get those going. Then we'll take care of the pork chop. Let's go ahead and get this ready, and we'll get back to you when it's in the pan and done. Alright, so as you can see, we've got this all cooked up. I actually went ahead and we've got the duck, we got the soup. I've got a lemon cut with the trout on a baking tray ready to go. We have a pork chop ready to go in if we need another with more potatoes. Along with, we've got tuna on the grill, all seasoned, ready to go. So this is where the food critic gets his meal. We did unlock a perk which enabled us to pick up hot food with our hands, so no, we don't even need to mess around with the tongs anymore. I could just pick it up and flip it with my hand. And as expected, since I've already went through this once, we got perfect scores. So that was good. We get our fame. The food critic is now happy. Alright, so we've got a new order. And like I said, this is actually... So this new order was not one I was expecting, the salmon steak. So we need a pot, which we don't have any pots. We're going to have to buy a new pot to fill. And there, we're getting more. Do we want a small pot? We want a big pot. Here's the big pot. So we need 1,000 milliliters of water. Yeah, 1 liter. Let's go ahead and get that together. Turn off the water. So we are going to warm up the soup. This called for 2 potatoes, I believe. 20 grams of salt and 2 potatoes. Cool. Please excuse the mess. There's 20 grams of salt. Now we need our 2 potatoes and get these boiling. Those boiling in the back. The soup, we'll let that keep going until it's nice and happy. For the salmon. So let's get rid of the sunflower oil in there. That was one thing I actually messed up too before, was I threw away another pot. That's another reason I just wanted to redo it and be done. Alright, so the soup's hot. You can see by that little red logo around it. But I'm not ready to serve that. Let's try to get this one out first. Let's grab our salt. So we need 5 grams of each. As you can see, when I played this the first time, I did not get this as an order, so I prepped everything but it. But that's alright. This seems to be a little easier. I feel a little more confident now, juggling a couple orders. Oh, I didn't know when to stop. That's way too much. I'm not going to throw away a pan. Yep, still got the sunflower oil. I feel like it should give you a warning if you're trying to throw out the pan. Like, hey, stop that. You shouldn't be. You really want to be throwing out that pan? You need that to cook still. You know? I think that'd be the right thing to do. Those potatoes are fine. So the soup's ready to go. We just have to wait for the potatoes and to flip the salmon. So let's go ahead and ladle out our soup. We can get that one taken care of. I think at this point they just throw you orders to get through the day. Salmon's fine. Potatoes actually almost done. I'm gonna wait for that to turn red before I go serve that soup. So I just want to make sure it doesn't overcook. Any minute now. Any minute now. Oh, okay, there it is. That's ready. Let's take the soup up. So this is the day-old soup. I actually had tried the same thing in the last episode, or the last try that I tried to make the episode, and as we can see, they're quite alright with day-old soup. We'll see how long this batch can last us. I'm hoping for a while. Alright. So see, right away we get another order, but we don't need to turn that off. We need to flip it. As you can see, we can now pick up hot food, which I can now, you see that shadow? Boom. Forget the you know what? See ya, Tongs. You can go live with the spatula too. I'm done with both you guys. Alright, so 60 seconds on each side. That's good. Let's go ahead and switch the screen to this. So we already have our soup ready. We need the broth. Let's try to get this plated up. Actually, this is... We need to heat this up, huh? That'd probably be good. Carrot's hot. We need to heat up the duck breast. That's what... And we can already tell the carrots and the onions have cooked too long. We'll see how that goes. Let's grab a plate and take those potatoes out. Let's get a big plate. Big plate for the big potatoes. They're ready to go. The salmon's just about done. Yeah, that looks to be done to me. So, as a reminder, we need to add anything on it? Oh, I thought we had to garnish this one. Okay. I think this is good to go. Order number 2. Let's knock it out of the park. 5 stars. Give it to me. Give it to me. There it is. We are making money. Boiled too much salt? Too much salt? Okay, well. Worse things have happened. This is our current order. Let's see if we get another one. Yep. Baked trout. Let's check on the soup. Yeah, so everything's ready for that. Let's get the trout going. I've already got it set up to go. Come on. Put it in the oven. There it is. Sometimes it's a little finicky. The soup is hot. Let's ladle that out. I don't know how many times we're going to be able to reheat that. It seems like those vegetables are going to be what's the pain. And for this, you need to actually pick out those pieces of meat. Oh, I can't pick it out. I wonder if I can use the bowl and do it that way. Oh, I can do that. So they asked for 35-gram pieces, so actually my cuts weren't that bad. Oh, that's big. That's small. 39's good. So we needed 4. Yeah, we needed 4 35-gram pieces for a total of 140 grams of duck breast. And that's good to go, too. And I think this actually looks really, really good. I'm actually really happy with this. Let's get that on its way. I don't have... The taste was bad? What was wrong with the taste? Wasn't 5-star? Too much black pepper, too much salt. Alright. Well, that's... We'll probably have to make a new batch, so we're not going to take that if it comes. Again. Trout's still got time. They want another bowl of soup. As long as somebody doesn't come for duck soup, I guess I'll be happy. Because then we'll just have to serve them that crap. No one wants to be served crappy soup. I don't want to get dinged too much. See, the trout is done. I want to see that red ring. Like, that's what usually tells me that it's done. And I'm not... Sometimes I see it, sometimes I don't. Yeah, let's call it. Let us grab a plate. Because this one, we just need the plate, the 4 lemon slices. Oop, dropped a lemon. I totally washed the floors recently. Right, guys? You guys got my back on this one. And this one should be perfect. I'm happy with this. We're whipping these dishes out quick. Oh, the taste was off? What was wrong with the taste? I guess I did have to wait for that little red line. I wish they'd have like a little better way of telling me like, hey, this is finished. This food is done. Yeah, this one's good. Tomato soup is our bread and butter. No complaints. We made plenty of money. Are we going to get any other orders? Got a mess of a kitchen. Another baked trout. Okay, let's try to redeem ourselves. I got nothing prepped for this. I think we can go pretty quickly. Go ahead, and this takes 5 grams black pepper, thyme, and dill. You see, I guess that preparation phase is really important. This is where you get these things all taken care of prior. And let's grab our thyme. Yeah, maybe we don't use the pork chop in the tuna. Oop, that's too much time. That's alright. It's not the end of the world. Get this in the oven. Take that sheet out. Keep it there. Let's cut up our lemon. You know how this goes. Got our awesome lemon skills. I'm surprised a second order hasn't came in yet. Like, that's what I'm expecting, to get bombarded with orders. This duck soup is bad. We'll save this, but at the end of the day, we're getting rid of that. You can get rid of the potato soup. What's that? Yeah. Yeah, there's that red line, and that's what I just have to be patient and wait for it to show up on the trout. Alright, now we have the red line. Let's go ahead. And since we have the oven gloves, we can take that out hot. Mustn't forget the horseradish. And now we can plate that up. I don't know if I can just, if I can do the horseradish when it's already on the plate. My concern is like it falls on the plate and doesn't count. Or like it counts against us for having dirty presentation. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. Baked trout and tomato soup, that's what we want. Keep those orders coming. That was the last order. Perfect. So we want to prepare for tomorrow. We're actually going to use this phase. I'm not going to make you sit through this, so thanks for watching as I simulate my life one game at a time. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss any of the future action. You can follow on Twitter for updates to future games being played, as well as follow on Twitch as I try to stream 3 days a week. Thanks, and I'll see you next time at SimTheWorld.